All right, guys. I guess it's the first edition of the GPS Plumbing Podcast here. And we got two of the owners with us. We got Justin and Steve.
Yep.
Welcome to the show, guys.
Well, thank you.
We had plenty of good banter before, so let's keep it going, right?
Yeah.
All right. So first thing I want to ask, tell me about GPS and what your daily life is like, I guess, being plumbers.
I would say we do the best to help out our community. We offer pretty good pricing comparatively to a lot of people in the area. And
I mean, your
just
reviews
out
are great,
everyone.
so I guess that's the case, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we always try and take care of the customer.
How long have y'all been in Frisco for?
13 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, Steve, you said you're from California, right?
Yeah, we're both from California.
California. Oh, okay.
And he was born and raised there. And
What made you come to Texas?
my dad was out here, he came out like 35 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just kind of, we didn't have anybody left in California to see our kids. My wife's family had passed away, so
I see.
we made the decision to move and get our kids in school here while they were still young.
Right,
So,
right.
Our youngest.
You still miss California ever?
Yeah.
We go back and visit, I'd say,
Once
2-3
every
years?
couple of years.
Right.
We'll be going out
It's-
next month to see my aunt and uncle. I haven't seen them in a while. So
California is great. I love the views. It's just not the same that it was.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a lot easier to build a life here than it was to build a life there.
Right. With all the costs and everything.
Cost of living
especially
and
13
everything.
years ago when we moved here, it's gotten more California-esque since we've moved.
How do we get you to be a Cowboys fan and not a 49ers fan?
I can't do that.
See,
That
that's-
ain't
I can't
happening.
do that.
Oh, my gosh.
He's a Bills and a
Bills and Cowboys.
Cowboys. I don't know.
How do
He's
you
a
end
traitor.
up being a Bills fan?
He's a traitor.
Purely because of their social media. Their TikToks, their edits are really good, and they're just silly and funny.
See, this
And I
is-
was like, you know what? The Cowboys are NFC. I don't have an AFC team.
Right.
Why not root for the Bills, too?
It's the power of social media.
No
right?
loyalty.
No loyalty.
Yeah.
Wait, you're from Southern California. How do you end up with a Northern California team?
Joe Montana. That's all you got to say.
Oh, my gosh.
We
Okay.
grew up in the 80s and 90s. Steve Young.
Interesting. All right.
So what-
Well, let's move on before I get angry here. Just kidding. All right. So tell us what your day is like.
Well, let's talk about the playoffs. Where's your team?
My team is at home.
We're going to go there.
Both of my teams are at home, which is a common thing for us lately.
Yeah.
So
I'd say so.
this is not the way to get fans in Frisco, Texas.
A
Steve.
drought in Dallas and a drought for the Cowboys. All right.
Yeah, I went up to the Star the other day just to hang out, and it was pretty sad. Yeah.
It's a nice facility, though.
It is.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, but I wish they had some wins under their belts recent times. It's been a while.
We'll
so,
see.
Yeah.
Next year's our year.
Okay. So if the Bills play the Cowboys in the Super Bowl, what are you doing?
Cowboys.
Okay.
Cowboys first.
All right. Okay. So let's transition to the younger generation.
Okay,
Steve.
go ahead. Yeah.
He ain't going to do it.
All right. So what's your day like? You guys wake up in the morning and then
Yep.
tell us what it's like to be a plumber. I mean,
Yeah, we just come in first thing in the morning. We have our meetings, coffee, and send everybody out about 8 o'clock, 8:15, and just go out and start picking the jobs off and getting through the day.
how many jobs do you usually have every day?
Ooh, that varies. Because
Okay.
you could have one, so you're like on a remodel all day. We have certain interior designer, what would you call Rhett and Randy? GCs?
Yeah, GC.
We have GCs that we work for, and
What's
they
a GC, by the way?
a general contractor.
Okay.
So they do like the cabinetry, and they have other people that they have subcontracts for, and they do like the granite, the countertops,
Electrical.
the electrical, the cabinetry, the flooring, everything. And then we handle the plumbing for them. And we just finished up one
Yeah.
that's did the whole kitchen island. The homeowner added a water line for their ice maker. I think they moved their fridge.
Yeah.
I think we moved the kitchen. It was in an island, and we rerouted the sewer and added a vent for it, and we changed it to a different wall. That's a process that's been going on.
That was like a 3 or 4 day job.
Right.
So
I was just going to ask, how long does that take?
We can probably average about 20 to 25 jobs a day. But if we have one of those big ones, we'll have 1 or 2 trucks there all day.
I see.
To knock them out.
So when you get in, you guys already know the jobs that are for that day,
Yeah,
right?
we
How
take
far in
every
advance?
morning to look at the schedule so that you can grab what you need from the shop,
But
get your day planned out, and
we do add
going.
jobs throughout the day, though. I mean, so there's stuff that comes in, emergencies and stuff like that. So
Okay. And then is there constant calls coming in every day?
most of the time.
Inquiries?
most of the time, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's the most common stuff besides?
Oh man, hose bibs,
Water heaters,
water heaters, toilets,
clogged
and
drains.
faucets.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
And but they sound simple, or are they really complicated? Or?
They can be simple, but every house is different.
Yeah.
And that's you kind of get the repetitiveness of being a service plumber, but every job is different. You could walk into one house and it's just a simple little faucet, and then you go to the next house and they've got $1,200 faucet that is just the most absolute pain in the butt thing to put in.
Wait, so what's the difference between a simple faucet and $1,000 faucet?
They're all pretty much the same.
Well, some of them can be a little bit more intricate on trim, and some can be like gold plated.
Yeah.
You've put in $5,000 faucets before, and it works just the same as a $100 faucet.
Yeah.
It really does. But
Is there no reason to get a $5,000 faucet?
I don't think so.
Okay.
You're just getting
it's
water out of it, but it's your choice. You're
it's
the homeowner.
their decorative
Yeah.
touch on things.
Oh, so these are decorative, not functional, really?
No, they're functional.
Are they better
it
functionally?
100%
No,
functional.
They're not better functional.
No,
not
they're
at all.
the same faucet. It's just pretty.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's a great-
There's just, in my opinion, it's a faucet. You're getting water out of it. Spend as much money as you want to, but you're just getting water out of it.
Yeah.
So if you're paying that much, you're paying for the looks and the brand, basically.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're paying for brand almost every time.
Okay. So, but functionally, it's still just taking.
It's just taking
water's coming
just
out.
getting
I mean,
water
some
out
of
of it.
them are touch faucets, and you can wave your hand over it, and it turns on and off. And
Are there anything inside that makes them better?
not
Technologically?
necessarily,
wise,
no.
or-
Just the
If there is, it's hidden inside of the mechanisms of the body, so you can't see it without deconstructing it. But
you're still just getting hot and cold water.
yeah,
That's what it comes down to.
they all connect the same way. Still connect the hot and the cold for the supply. Connect the valves to the faucet, and then to the spout, and then water comes out.
Right.
There's not really
Not a whole lot
difference.
of difference in it.
Wow. Any smart faucets that are connected to the phone or the rest of your
Yeah.
appliances?
Those are mainly in your kitchen.
Okay.
My
They
kitchen,
haven't
I
done
have a
bathroom
Moen
yet.
kitchen faucet that's smart, and I can turn it on and off with an app. I don't know why you'd want to, but it's there.
Is
But
that-
it tells you if it's running, and it turns off after 2 minutes or a minute and a half or whatever it's set to, and I can wave my hand in front of it. And because
Yeah,
if
so-
I'm cooking with chicken or something and my hands are all dirty, I just wave my hand over it, and it turns on. I can wash my hands without getting.
Does it
raw
tell you if
chicken.
there's a leak or anything wrong with it?
It will.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does
it will. Yeah,
I know it.
absolutely.
I know it says temperature, but I don't know. If
It'll tell you
Okay.
gallons
Okay.
per minute and how many gallons that went through that thing every month. And I have a Moen whole house shut off, so it tells me everything. So it's all tied to that, and we have little sensors under each sink. So if something goes wrong, that sensor will say something to the Moen and then shut the house off.
I see.
It's
I
pretty
see.
neat.
Does it tell you if the pressure's too high, too?
It does.
It does.
Oh, wow.
It does. It's kind of finicky, but it works really well.
And that's a common issue in Frisco, right?
High pressure, yes.
yeah,
So why is that?
Because
What's
they've
going on?
added so many more water towers to the area. They've had to increase the pressure coming out. I think it was 2002 when they started increasing the pressure.
Mm-hmm.
So to deliver to all the new homes being built. So
Still
you have
being
to
built, too.
regulate it down below.
So it's a function of there's
75,
too many houses being built, and they
PSI.
need to get water to the houses, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So if your water pressure is too high, what happens to your house, I guess?
It puts excess pressure on all the fixtures. You could have running toilets, drippy faucets. They're not meant to hold that. They're only meant to hold up to 80 psi.
Okay.
So,
And what is the normal PSI now?
Well, we want to get, but are you talking city or house?
I guess house or both.
City pressure coming in is about 110.
But it should be 80, you're saying?
It should be below 80.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the city knows this?
Everything has a max working pressure. If you read the whole terms and conditions, it all says max working pressure 80 psi.
And we have to put in a pressure reducing valve to reduce the pressure down below so that we're not causing problems throughout the house.
And someone's got to maintain that so it doesn't break?
Yeah, they go out about every 10 years or so if you're lucky. Some of them more than that.
And do you even notice it when they go out?
Well, you'll notice it in the shower.
It's a gradual thing.
Yeah.
Everyone loves it because they're like, oh my God, I'm getting so much pressure inside my shower. I feel like I'm being stripped. And then we come out and we're like, surprise, that's not a good thing.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You can relate it to blood pressure. The higher your blood pressure, it's putting pressure throughout your body that's not supposed to be there. So you've got to get it regulated down to.
And I guess most people don't even realize this, right? Or do they?
No, because it's a gradual process. Sometimes they fail catastrophically. Like they just go out one day. You either just get like so much pressure, or you get like knocking inside the house, or then you fail the other way, the other side of the spectrum, and you turn on your faucet and it just dribbles out.
Yeah, there's
and
no
that's
pressure
everywhere inside the house.
Yeah.
Right.
You get really low pressure. Sometimes you turn on one faucet and somebody turns something else on and the pressure goes to nothing.
Right, both of them.
Yeah, they both go to just a trickle. Then you have a bad pressure reducing valve.
I see.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. So what are some more other common things that people don't realize about their plumbing in their home that you face a lot?
I would just say probably running water, just water leaks on toilets, stuff like that you don't really realize. But the city will come by and give you a notice that says you're constantly using water, and then we have to go out and find it, figure out where it's coming from.
It's always a process finding what it is. It's usually your toilet, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Almost I'd
always.
say a good 90% of the time, it's your toilet that's causing too much excess water usage.
I see.
Just running.
So is it better just to fix the inside of the toilet or just get a new toilet?
I always leave that up to the homeowner.
Depends on the age of the toilet, too.
Yeah.
And some of the older toilets flush better because they have more water. The government keeps restricting how much water can go into the tank of a toilet.
What is it right now?
I think it's 1.1 gallon per flush, or 1.3.
1.28.
I think it's 1.1 now. I think
they
they just
if they
changed it,
changed
but I
it-
might be wrong. I don't know.
Okay.
But it used to be 4-gallon flushes. Yeah, we used to.
I didn't
That
know
whole
4.
tank was full of water, and it was.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I only know 1.6. That's
You're a lot
as high
younger
as
than
I
I am.
remember.
1.6 been the standard for probably 10 years.
Right.
But then, no, longer than that, probably 15 years. But
Do you guys encounter like water leaks in the pipes behind the walls a lot or anything like that?
Those are less common because most people do maintain their homes enough, but something like that is hidden to where
Yeah, how do you know that that's going to happen? Like,
you don't.
Well,
it just shows up.
It just shows up. You'll see water on the floor, warped baseboards, wet drywall, stuff like that.
I just had one on Friday. Toilet has been in for 16 years, hardwood flooring around the toilet, and within the last 6 months, all the wood floor around the toilet just started buckling. I pulled the toilet, that wax ring was never sealed. So it sat for 16 years, no issues, and 6 months ago,
and there's no way he would have, or that owner would have been
Nope.
able to predict it, right? It just happens.
It
and
just
you
happens.
can't, for wood flooring, you can't see because it all just goes underneath the wood floor.
Yeah.
And then it just starts, so one day you just see buckled flooring.
Same as tile.
Yeah.
It'll get under the tile and go to the perimeter of the walls, and you'll start seeing the baseboards.
Yep.
Is there anything people can do to maintain their pipes better so that stuff doesn't just suddenly happen, or is this just inevitable?
For toilets, no.
There's not really
but
much you can
for
do.
water, I mean, there's cheap water detection things that you can put under your cabinets, behind your toilets, like that'll catch it pretty quickly. But then that's you
That's
still
pressure,
have battery
though.
and
That's pressure. You're not going to see it on a toilet because there's not much you can do. It's just something that goes bad.
It's just part of owning a home.
That's
I guess.
part of owning a
pretty
home.
much.
Okay.
I mean, I'd probably say at 15 years, probably pull and reset your toilet
Yeah.
as a just in case.
And that
If
wax
it's
ring could have
15
blown
years-
out from them plunging it too many
I
times.
told them
you
that,
never
too.
know that. I mean,
Oh, so change out your toilet every 15
change
years.
out the wax ring at least.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
changing out the wax is different than changing out the toilet. Changing out the wax is just pulling the toilet, new wax, new bolts, and then just checking the integrity of the rest of the plumbing system.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just making sure, and you can't see that. So you have no idea until you pull the toilet.
On
But-
on the ground floor, you'll
Yeah.
know upstairs because you'll have a
You'll
big
know.
spot on your ceiling
Oh, wow.
or water coming through. It's not the kind of water you want coming through your ceiling either.
So are the
From
new
toilet.
homes that are being built, are they better with their plumbing?
in my opinion, no.
Okay.
I'm gonna just say, in my opinion, no. I see too many videos of bad houses, new houses being built.
It all depends on how you look at it. Longevity wise, I think they'll be okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's all built out of PEX and PVC now, where it used to be copper.
Right. And so is the
So-
PVC better?
For the
PVC is
drainage,
only for
yes.
sewer.
Yeah, for drainage, it's been that way for a long time here,
Oh, yeah.
but yeah, it's better than cast iron. Cast iron's terrible. It rots out from the bottom and
I see.
cracks and all kinds of stuff. But PVC does too.
Okay.
So with our foundation problems that we have out here and the expansive soil, yeah, it's better with PVC, I would say.
So what should a homeowner do every year then, just to make sure everything's as best as it could be, I guess?
I would just walk around and check everything, walk the perimeter of the house, make sure you don't have any drips. And outside of that, just if your toilet's wobbly, you need to have it reset because the wax ring isn't sealed anymore.
Yeah,
If it-
toilets
if it
toilets are not
wiggles
supposed like if you sit on your toilet,
Yeah.
it's not supposed to click
Mhm.
like leaning at all.
Okay.
Always supposed to be completely level.
solid to the floor.
Okay.
Or not level, not completely level, but
Solid
completely
to-
solid. So
yeah.
it doesn't matter how much you weigh, you sit on it, it should not buckle.
And
at
that's
all.
not the seat going back and forth. That's the
yeah,
whole
not
toilet.
the seat,
whole
that's the whole
toilet, yeah.
toilet. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that means you got to call someone right away, probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because if you think of a wax ring and it mashes down when you set the toilet, if the toilet moves, it's not going to expand back out. So it's pushed down already, so now you have a gap.
Okay.
You may not see water coming out, but sewer gas is coming through no matter what.
So when the wax ring is broken or something, what happens eventually?
You'll get sewer gas,
sewer gas.
and water on the floor.
And then water will eventually.
Get
Okay.
out. Yeah.
All right.
And also run around to all your showers, run water probably once a month at least if they're not being used.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you have hot and cold coming out of each faucet,
Okay.
especially the showers, because if you're not using them, those things can stick. They'll
Right.
stick with it just cold. You won't get hot water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Because I can see here in North Texas, the big houses, people don't use
Oh,
every
no,
bathroom, right?
No,
For
not at
months.
all.
Yeah.
And the water's real hard here too, so it does do a number on some of the fixtures.
What does the hard water mean? Can you explain that?
It's a lot of calcium in it.
Okay.
So it causes problems in the water heaters. It causes problems in the faucets. Water is the lubrication on a lot of the shower valves.
Mm-hmm.
So if no water's going through it, it'll calcify closed. And
Why do they put so much calcium in the water here?
They just
That-
don't take it out.
It's already in the water. They just don't take it out.
They treat the water for chemicals, but not for calcium.
I
It's
see.
hard to treat for calcium.
lime and minerals and stuff like that. You would need a water softener for something like that to get it out of your system.
I see. And that's just the water they get from the natural springs or rivers or
I
whatever.
don't think we're getting it from natural springs.
Or
It's rainwater that we collect at like
Okay.
Lake Lavon and Lake Louisville. That's where we're getting our water.
And it just naturally has calcium in it? Just,
Right.
It gets it from the ground.
Yeah.
oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it,
It's all at the water treatment facilities.
Yeah.
Like that's where we get all our water from. So
So in Frisco, we have a lot of calcium in our water.
yeah.
And high pressure in
Yep.
pipes.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Interesting. Did not know that. All right.
it is a difficult process that we have to deal with a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you're visiting all these homes, what are some weird stories you guys can tell, or what have you encountered that are kind of different than normal? I guess anything interesting? Yeah.
I gotta think on that. There's a lot of
there's stuff we can't talk about.
it's not really like weird.
Yeah.
It's more just like
Turn on the 70s music, you know.
Yeah.
just kind of weird circumstances. There's a lot of things that we look at that some other handyman or something came along and they put something in, and you kind of just sit back for a second. And you're like, huh,
Yeah.
he got it to work, but
Yeah.
it's not right. But he
Yeah.
got it in.
Yeah.
Do you see that a lot, I guess? Other people have
Well,
messed
we're
with
still
something
fixing stuff from the freeze of 2021 when
Yeah.
the governor allowed the handyman in to make repairs because there was such a shortage of plumbers.
Right.
So we still go in and see stuff where they used a hose clamp and a piece of rubber,
Yeah.
and the people thought that it was fixed properly, and then 3 or 4 or 5 years later, it's starting to leak now. So we're still running across some pretty oddball stuff from the freeze.
And speaking of the freeze, you had mentioned, Steve, you had a pretty interesting set of circumstances happen to you when the freeze happened.
Oh yeah, we had a heck of a couple of weeks for the
Yeah.
freeze in 2021.
Now, I'm sure that some of the people up north they could be watching this and going, freeze? What are you guys
Well,
talking about here in
our
Texas?
houses
You know?
aren't built for any kind of freeze. That's the problem. I mean,
Yeah.
minimum standards, minimum freeze protection.
Right,
Just
right.
enough to keep your inside of your home warm. It's not built like northern houses where it just isn't meant for.
What are they
the
doing
freeze.
up north that's a little different than?
They have more insulation.
They have thicker walls.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they
walls.
normally do
Yeah.
2x6s in all their
That's what we
walls.
have here.
Okay.
So yeah, it's
Because
yeah.
so for anyone watching in 2021, North Texas and actually all of Texas had an
Yeah.
unusual freeze that lasted
Right.
like over a week, right?
It
It
was like
was,
5 or 6 days of under. Yeah.
Right. Which is very unusual for us.
It was cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we also lost power during that
We
time,
lost
too.
power
Right.
because it precipitated.
Continuously lost
Yeah.
power, actually.
Right. Right. And so I'm guessing you guys were flooded with calls then, right?
Oh, it was
Yeah.
That was
a
the worst.
lot.
That was the worst 2 weeks of work.
We probably get about 40 phone calls a day, 30 to 40 a day on average, and I
Right.
think we were averaging over 200 or 300 a day.
Oh my
We
gosh.
couldn't take them all.
Seriously?
My secretary was
Yeah.
completely overwhelmed. We tried to get as many of them as we could, but it was just everybody was just swamped.
Right. And you
But-
had surgery that day,
I had surgery the day the freeze hit. Yeah, I
And-
definitely did.
and your trucks are getting stuck on the roads, aren't they? Or
No, they got stuck inside where we parked them. We parked them in a gated lot.
We weren't
And
here at the time.
And
Okay.
the gate stuck, so we couldn't get our trucks out until I guess it was that night of the first one. They called and said, "Hey, we got the gate unfroze. Come get your trucks.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, they might be in for another 5 days."
right.
And we went and got the trucks.
So you're going to these service calls. How are the roads? I mean, it's
It
dangerous.
was
Kind of.
Oh, yeah.
It was very dangerous.
I mean,
Yeah.
at a certain point, you got to know how to drive in the ice,
Mm-hmm.
and you really can't drive in the
There's
ice.
no
you
way to
just
know.
you just careful. I
Slow
mean,
down.
there were plenty of times you were driving,
Just-
and then you just hit a patch, and you were like, "Oh, I guess I'm sideways now,"
Yeah, yeah.
and you just kind of like, "Well,
Yeah.
I guess I'll just let off the gas, let off the brakes, and just let it happen."
At
Wait
least
till
you're
you hit
alone
a
on the
point.
road.
Right. There
Yeah.
wasn't many people out, that's for
No,
sure.
God, no.
Right.
Yeah.
But how long were the days during this time?
We were working probably 14, 16-hour days.
During that time,
Yeah.
because it happened on a Saturday, Sunday. It finished on Sunday, and then we were able to all get to work. And I remember that I worked from Monday to Friday, and then I worked Saturday, Sunday, until the next Friday.
Yeah.
And then I was offered, "Hey, do you want to work this Saturday and Sunday?" There's still plenty of calls. I'm like,
Yeah. No, everybody
I'm
was
okay.
everybody was pretty tired by then. Yeah, it was a bit much.
Right. And the most common issue was
Burst
Freeze
pipes.
breaks.
Yeah.
So that's copper piping. Just instead of just being a circle, the pressure from the ice just
Yeah.
made a rupture in it,
Yeah.
and it just shoots out.
As soon as the water thaws out, it just
Yeah.
it floods houses. It was a lot.
And was there any way anyone could have protected themselves from that?
You just got to keep
No.
your water running. You got to keep. You can't just trickle it. It's got to be a steady stream to keep.
Right.
Because water won't freeze if it's running.
Okay.
So you got to keep the water hot and cold just going. Otherwise, it's gonna freeze
So
up.
do you have to turn both on, I guess?
You
the
do.
hot and
You
cold?
do have to
Okay.
turn them both on.
So if you have a single handle faucet, you just put it in the middle. But if you do
Yeah.
have a two handle, you have to make sure that you have a small stream, and then you have a small stream with
Yeah.
both.
Okay, because the videos, well, I saw your video,
Right.
but you said to put a stream, but most
Right.
of the videos say just to make it drip.
You can just trickle it
You
because
can. It still has the chance.
Yeah.
A stream is better though.
Okay.
And by a stream, he's talking like
a pencil,
Yeah,
an old
pencil
pencil
thin.
lead.
I see. Okay. And what if someone says, well, that's going to waste water and cost
It's-
money?
It's going to cost money, but it's cheaper than a flood.
yeah.
It's cheaper
It's
than
a
us
lot
tearing
cheaper
up your
than a
walls
flood.
trying to find 5 freeze breaks.
And that's every faucet in the house, right?
Yes,
on
not showers.
on the exterior walls.
Okay.
I wouldn't necessarily run stuff on the inside
Not your showers though.
unless they're
Not your
prone.
showers.
I mean,
No, because you can't trickle a shower.
Because showers, unless you have a 2-handle shower,
Yeah.
which is not common anymore,
Right.
all of them they're called single-handle showers. What temperature balance?
They're pressure balance,
Pressure
so you need hot and cold to equalize the pressure for them.
But
to
you
come
can't get to the hot until you're
full blast.
full blast
Yeah.
already. So there's
I
no
see.
way to trickle them.
Okay.
But as long as you're running water through the faucet,
Right.
the water is moving in the shower too, because it's going to pull not all of it. It's going to pull some pressure from it, and you're still going to get water movement
see.
inside the water lines.
But you definitely don't want to trickle your faucet if you have a clogged sink either, because
Yeah.
that'll overflow the sink and flood your
Saw
house
those
also.
too.
Yeah, people were doing that.
What about the outside stuff? Do you have to trickle that? Or
No, God.
no. You
No.
put a cover over your hose bib. And
Okay.
Hopefully you've disconnected all your hoses and pool equipment and everything from
Right.
it, from any kind of water source. Otherwise, that will freeze.
Your
Okay.
hose bibs, your exterior faucets, I should say, because not everyone knows what a hose bib is. Your exterior faucets, they're made to be inside the wall. So the water is not all the way to the handle. The water is 2
Inside
to 4
the
to 6 to
insulation.
8 inches inside the wall. So it's all insulated. Those still had freeze breaks on them, though.
Yeah,
I mean,
because water's left inside that spot that it's supposed to drain out. So that hose bib's this long in the wall. If water is in there, it's going to freeze, and then once that freeze starts crawling back, it's going to hit that and then just follow the pipe up and keep freezing.
So there's nothing to protect yourself from that, though, is there?
Well, you gotta drain it before it freezes. Number one,
Right.
A lot of people wait till the day of the freeze, and they should be taking it off and letting it drain like a week before. We don't in the winter. We don't really need to water our plants or anything. So
Is that part of some maintenance package that plumbers do?
we don't.
or?
we don't have
We
any
don't
maintenance
offer a
packages.
maintenance package yet. We're
Not yet.
we're
We're
thinking
looking
about
at
it. Yeah, we're starting to grow into something like that.
Okay.
But yeah, for our neighbors, every year, every time it freezes, we have extra hose bib covers
Okay.
at our house, and we put them out on the porch and tell them, hey, if you guys need one, they're here. And a lot of people come by and grab them. So
They're
we get-
also at Home Depot, Lowe's,
they're about
Walmart.
$4 to $6 a
Yeah,
piece.
they're not expensive.
Right.
But the little sock ones don't work. You got to get the styrofoam one that covers all the way to the wall.
I see.
A lot of people just put the little sock one over the edge of it, and that's not doing anything.
Okay.
As soon as it gets wet, now you have a big old icicle
Yeah.
on there. So you
Oh, yeah.
really didn't do anything.
Yeah, and
You could
if-
cover it. I mean,
if you leave it trickle, and people do, that whole wall will freeze. We've been out there where the whole wall is completely a sheet of ice.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, and they're like, you need to fix it. I can't do anything until
I
it
can't
froze
till it's-
out. I can't
yeah.
chip out all that ice and yeah. There's been
there's
some-
we always take photos of it because they look cool.
it looks cool. Yeah.
But I mean, like you just look at it and it's like 3 feet of ice and it's just in a big old dome and
Yeah.
they're like, hey, can you change it?
Yeah. It seems
No.
it seems to be a trend too lately of all the water softener companies are starting to bury the water softeners in the front yard, and they put
Yeah.
this little thin plastic rock over the top of it, and that's the first thing to freeze. It's going to
Yep.
freeze every single time, and we've been to so many houses during that those whole things just burst
Yeah.
because it's a big chunk of
We'll
ice.
show you the
Yeah.
photo later. We've
Yeah, we'll
we've
show-
got a good one of
Yeah.
It was like
It shot
the
straight
softener
up,
was here
yeah.
and it got into the trees.
The whole
and
tree.
you just see ice
Yeah.
formed in the trees, like 30 feet up.
So if you get a water softener installed, what do they have to do again?
They should be putting them in the garage.
Yes.
Okay.
I think it's legal to bury them in the front yard, but it's not smart.
No.
I know it's the cheapest way to do it, and a lot of people want to do it that way, but it's not practical when it
Why is it
freezes.
cheaper? It seems more intrusive.
Because it's right next to where the water line comes
So
in.
they
Otherwise,
didn't
you would
have to run the water
around.
line all the way back Because
Okay.
wherever you have the water softeners, it's usually 1 to 3 like canisters. So you have to run the water line to over there, which is in the garage, sometimes 100 plus feet away. But you also have to go back to the main water line.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
they're
So
to
doing
save
it in
money.
the front is
They're
easier
doing it to
because
save
it's
money.
just 5 feet.
we don't install them. So
No.
this isn't our it's an area of expertise, but I don't want to get into it because of.
Can they do anything if it's in the ground to make it not freeze?
Yeah, you should put
There's a
heat
lot
tape.
you can do.
They have heat tape and plug it in and wrap it so that it stays warm. They can incandescent lights. I think is a lot of what people use, like an old light bulb, so it keeps it warm, like you would for incubating chickens and stuff like that. That's kind of.
I mean, I've seen
Yeah.
the burlap sacks around it. I don't know
I
how
don't-
well they work.
I don't
though.
think it's gonna.
Right.
If we get a deep freeze, you're done for.
There's the reason the freeze was so bad is because we lost power. I think if we wouldn't have lost power
Yeah.
for 4 to 6 to some people didn't have power the whole time.
For like 30 something hours.
Yeah, some like if you lose power, there's nothing you can do.
You can still trickle your water, and
You
that'll
can,
keep
but,
it. That'll keep it flowing through the softener,
Right.
and stop it. But people wait and they forget, and then they wake up with. We did it at our house.
I trickled my faucets last night.
Yeah, we forgot one time, and
that's
we
right.
we had frozen pipes.
Yeah,
for a couple
we're
days.
in. It went to 27 or 24 last night.
Uh-oh.
Tonight's the night it's supposed to get really cold,
Yeah,
though.
okay. I
Yeah.
gotta remember to do that.
Yeah.
Anytime I just see if it goes to 32, you're in that kind of like that is the temperature water will freeze. It's got to be below 32 though. So I mean, it's a good idea to trickle it at 32, but for sure if it's ever below 32.
Okay. All right. So you've been in Frisco now, you said 13 years, right?
Yep.
Is it getting busier for you as the city grows, or
Yeah,
how's the business
definitely.
like?
Yeah,
on
the business
side.
is. I mean, we're growing at a pretty good rate right
Mm-hmm.
now, and we've expanded a lot in the last like 3 years.
Okay.
So, yeah, projections. I would say it's going to keep getting busier because the more houses they build, the more people. I think we're supposed to cap out at 360,000 people in Frisco,
Mm-hmm.
which is going to be a lot.
Are you getting more competition too?
And there's more
Yes.
competition. The more people that get through the system, like he just got his master's on Thursday.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Yeah, we'll talk
Yeah.
about that. So,
But when
yeah,
you
it's more competition, but yes, lots more competition. But I don't think it's so much so that I don't know what I'm trying to say here. It's just there's more
right.
noticeably because we need more to take care of
We
the
have
amount
a
of
good
people in here.
reputation. We're not really worried,
Right.
but we're a little worried.
We get a lot of people coming from Fort Worth and Garland and Rockwall. There's a lot of companies that are coming into Frisco.
Just because it's so busy.
Well,
right
they're
now.
getting
Yeah.
called or whatever. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's people that are. Yeah, there's a lot of plumbers coming from the surrounding areas.
Right.
There used to be when I first got here, there was only 6 of us in Frisco, and the other bigger companies would come in and do stuff, but we all kind of shared customers, and
Right.
so it's.
Were you a plumber in California
I
before?
was.
Okay. And
Yeah.
did you have a company over there?
I did. I
Okay.
took over my stepdad's plumbing company and ran that for 10 or 15 years. I don't recall.
So you
how
just
many.
you shut that down and started from scratch here.
I sold that
Okay.
when we moved, and then we started this one when we got here.
Okay.
So,
Did you think? How'd you feel when you just moved to a new place to start all over again?
well, luckily my wife's a nurse,
Okay.
so she was able to carry us through until I was licensed and everything, because my license didn't transfer from California
Mm-hmm. How long does
directly
that
to
take,
here.
by the way?
Well, it took me 6 months back then.
Okay.
So I had already applied for it, so I think I had to wait about 3 months before I could go take my test. I was able to test right into my master because I was already the equivalent of a master in California.
Okay. So you can't do anything while you're doing this, though.
No, I wasn't allowed to work. And
No.
if I started work, if I was going to go get a job as a plumber, I would have had to start all over at apprentice.
I see.
If I got caught doing it, they would have relinquished my license to an apprentice license.
So
I
you're
would have to
basically
start-
doing nothing for 6 months.
Well, our kids were young enough, so I was watching my kids. Yeah,
Right, right.
they were like maybe 1 and
Not me.
2 and 4, maybe somewhere around there.
Okay.
Yeah, not him, obviously.
No.
But you had the plan of, in 6 months, I'm going to start this thing.
I had the plan,
Okay.
and that, you know, I was working on names and websites and all
Right.
that stuff. While I was just sitting there doing nothing.
Right.
So, yeah. So that was it
I
was
still,
interesting.
I still like the story of how we got GPS.
Yeah.
All right. What's the story? Yeah.
Well,
I'll let him do
I
it.
originally,
like it.
we started it, my last name's Gessner, so we started Gessner Plumbing Services. And after about 2 months or so, the lady, this one customer, I wish I knew who it was.
I can't remember
I can't
her
recall,
either.
but she said, your name's hard to spell. Why don't you just call it GPS Plumbing? So I thought about it. I went home. I told my wife, and I was like, this lady says GPS Plumbing. And so we looked it up. It was available, so we jumped on it.
Wow.
Yeah. So
No
it
one
just-
could spell Gessner because
Yeah.
whenever they were writing checks, they were like, how do you spell Gessner?
Yeah.
So every single job was just like having to. Back then, it was way more people paying
Right.
by check
But
too.
all the 3-letter names are taken usually. I mean,
Well, I don't know. It wasn't. I mean, there's other GPS plumbings. Obviously,
Right.
they're not in here. There's California. They're
Right.
everywhere.
Okay.
So, but yeah, we were able to get it, and it was fantastic for branding. I mean,
Yep.
So
it's a
when
lot
you
easier to remember GPS Plumbing than
Right.
it is
Yep.
Gessner Plumbing Services.
so when you started, you had zero you started from scratch basically.
Zero.
Yep.
So what was that first day like for you?
Well, it was my first job. Was actually one of my dad's best friend's
Okay.
daughter needed a kitchen faucet. I was so excited to go out and change a kitchen. I hadn't worked in 3 months, and yeah, it was fantastic.
Okay. What about the first just the off the streets job? Where'd you get that from?
Oh, I think what we did is went through Angie's List at
Okay.
the time.
Yeah.
And I gave away 2 hours for like $75, 2 hours of plumbing. And they were only supposed to do like 10 of them. And I think they sold 40 or 30 or 40 of them, something like that. So I was running around plumbing for basically free because they took all the money
Right.
for about a month doing all those jobs. So, and then that got our reviews on Angie's List. And then we did a lot with Angie's List, and Home Depot had,
Red Beacon.
it was Red Beacon, yeah.
What is
so
that?
It was a site that they used to have. I don't know if they do it anymore.
still do.
It was free, and they really regulated who was actually able to bid on jobs. So we were able to go in and, for example, a water heater, we were able to go in and give a price out the door, and the customer would choose us or choose somebody else.
I see.
But it kind of went sideways when they started letting the non-licensed people go in and bid instead of taking care of their consumer.
Mm-hmm.
And when did
So-
Justin come on board?
Justin came on board in like
2016?
16?
I think because I got my tradesman in 20. No, I got my tradesman in 2016. Because
Okay,
it's been
so
10 years.
2014?
So like 2014, 2015.
Somewhere
Okay.
around there.
And
Yeah.
how long did it take before you got comfortable saying we got regular customers coming in, referrals, we're a good company?
Well, I was lucky enough to meet a couple plumbers
Okay.
at one of the suppliers, and they're really, to this day, are like my best friends out here. And we all shared jobs. So one guy was a single guy truck, and he couldn't quite get to all of his customers, so he would refer us.
Okay.
So, and the three of us just kind of rotated. If we had overflow, we'd send it to somebody. So that's when the company really blew up.
Right, right.
So we were able to take on jobs that he wasn't able to get to.
How long was that before that happened? How long did
The first year and a half.
Okay. So that first year you were kind of unstable a little bit? And then
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. It
Okay.
was, we had money coming in every week. Yes, but yeah, but the first,
It was more
the
relaxed
first 2
back then.
years in business wasn't easy.
Right.
But I also had kids in preschool, so I could only work from 10 to like 4, I think is what it was, or 10 to. I had to drop them off at 9, so my first job was at 10, and then I had to be done by 3 to pick them up by 4.
Right, right.
So it worked out well. I mean, the way it all
It just kind of happened.
It happened
Yeah.
perfect. It couldn't have happened any better.
So right now, most of your customers are referrals, you think? Or?
Referrals, old
Okay.
customers. Yeah, 90% of our customers are referrals. I would say maybe even more, 95.
Right, right.
We're starting to get
Well, I track my
referrals.
jobs.
Yeah, we track them. But
No, I'm saying on Friday, 3 were previous customers,
Yeah.
and then 1 was John Holtz.
yeah, so ChatGPT starting to work. I got one from ChatGPT on Friday.
Awesome.
And made my wife happy.
I mean, you're listed high on Google. I'm sure you're getting some searches and traffic there. So,
And John Hulse was one of the friends that he was talking about that he was one of the guys that helped us get going.
Right.
And he retired and we ended up buying his business from him. And he retired to Arkansas.
Okay.
Is it Arkansas?
Arkansas.
I don't remember which state it was. I always tell people, I'm like, it's Arkansas or South Carolina or something. I don't remember which one.
Yeah.
Nice.
He still comes out here, though. We see him all the time. He was just out recently.
He was just out recently.
Oh, okay. Sweet. Are you helping other plumbers too, I guess? Or?
Yeah.
We still do. We still help and kind of trade things around if we're too busy or if it's something out of our scope. I still have connections. You can go here, you can go there.
Right.
We do our best.
Okay.
We still get a lot of referrals from other plumbers also.
It's not like, no, this is my customer. You stay away from them. No.
Yeah, that's good to hear because I know from the digital side, plumbing is one of the industries where a lot of nefarious stuff happens.
Oh, yeah.
At least online.
Yeah.
But it's good to hear that you guys all get along around this area. So.
Well, not all of us, but most of us. I mean, most of us all try not to go in and badmouth somebody else's work unless it's just flagrant. I mean, let's not. There's no reason to. There's enough work for all of us.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So then, Justin, did you always want to be a plumber? Or?
Not always.
Yeah, let's talk about your journey.
How did this all happen for you, though? Yeah.
So I had taken my exam for firefighting and my EMT.
So how old are you at this time?
I'm 32 now.
Okay.
I had taken my firefighting and EMT in 20.
Oh.
I don't remember.
Okay.
It's been a while.
2013, 14, somewhere around there probably.
Somewhere in there.
14.
And then I had started applying for jobs. And when I was applying for those firefighting jobs, it was 125 people minimum applying for 2 jobs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, back then Frisco only had like 3 fire stations.
So getting to try to be a firefighter, they basically told me, oh yeah, you're probably not going to get a job in the city that you want. What you got to do is you got to go out to way out in the boonies to some place that is 3 hours away from you at some volunteer or like maybe paid position way out there, work there for 5-10 years, and then you can transfer somewhere closer, and then another 5-10 years, then you can transfer to probably the city that you want to be in. And I was like, that sounds terrible. I don't want that. Like that's just I didn't think about that when I had started that. I was a lot younger at the time, so I hard-headed and I didn't know that.
That's
getting
the right
into it.
term, hard-headed.
I didn't know.
Should have done it, man.
I didn't know it was that popular.
Retirement.
I didn't know it was that popular. Like that's
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of firefighting is volunteer, so they're not even paid. So getting on to a paid position.
Yeah, there were a lot less fire stations around here.
Right.
Yeah.
12 years ago. So I mean, it's. You
It's
got
probably
a bit
Is it easier now? You think?
Oh, yeah, I imagine.
Yeah, I
There's
imagine.
Okay.
Probably
Right.
10,
I haven't looked into
10
it
stations in Frisco is my guess. I don't know.
Probably.
I mean, you got
ridiculously.
Prosper and Salina. You have all the new places that have 1 million fire departments around. So
If it's anything like the high schools here, it's probably a lot of fire stations.
Right.
Yeah.
So I had done the firefighting thing. I finished it, and then I was like, well, I'm 20. I got to start working. I don't have any income. So I started working with Dad, and it has been I think we just tracked it. I think it's been right about 10 years. Because I was applying for all my other lower licenses. I wasn't I didn't hit the threshold and immediately apply. There was, a little bit of meandering, but as soon as I got my journeyman, as soon as I hit that threshold for I can apply for my master, I applied for it. 2 months later, or in November, I applied for it, and then I got the test date of January. I took a master prep course 3 days before, so I had 2 days of studying, and then I had 1 day of just no class, no work. I took the day off from work and just buckled down to take the master test, and on Thursday, passed my test.
Yeah.
Nice. And so what's it like working with your dad all these years? Like, how's that dynamic?
We butt heads all the time, but
Yeah.
he's my dad. He's got the experience.
He doesn't listen.
Well, I was going to talk him up, but
he listens enough, I guess.
Be nice to be a fly on the wall as you guys are bantering back and forth.
I mean, for the most part, it's all just, it's working with your dad. You're going to butt heads, but everything's still good. Once the workday is over, workday's over.
Right.
Go back to just being dad and son.
I feel like my stepdad. When I got to work with him every day, he always said it was so awesome to work with my kid every day. I see him every day. And then I go home to my wife, and she goes, "Oh my gosh, I never get to see Justin anymore." I'm like, "I see him every day, trust me." And now my middle son is in, and he graduated school last month from Reedy High School, and he's joined us. He worked all summer, and he's full-time with us now. So,
did you always plan on this, or did you?
No.
Okay.
No, I wouldn't wish this on anybody, but it's provided great for our family. So,
right. Is it cool in effect that you get to see family every day?
Oh, it's right? Unbelievable.
Like people around you trust and all that stuff.
Yeah, it is. It's unbelievable. It's just.
You give them a harder time.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to give him a harder time all the time, and I'm going to give my little brother a harder time all the time because, I love him, and I want him and my dad I want to just riff with them and have a good time, and he knows I love him, even though I'm going to mess with him all the time. But
well, that's cool. I like that a lot. I'm going to have some watery, teary eyes over here watching this. All right, so take us on this journey of becoming a master plumber, because I know a lot of people might be interested, because trades are becoming really popular now.
Yeah.
So from day one, so what are the 3 stages again?
So you have your apprentice card. Almost anyone can get the apprentice card.
You
still have to have a background check. You
Okay.
still have to get fingerprinted. There's still
through the state.
Yeah, it's all through the state. So you still have to be. It's not like you just paid money and you get the apprentice card. There's still a little bit of a process. It's not too much of a process, but
pretty simple.
They're just making sure that they're not letting just any random Joe Schmo into anyone's house, because the state needs to check for that kind of thing.
So if I'm a just 18-year-old out of high school, what do I do to get that apprentice card?
When you get hired out of
TSBPE?
you got to go and get hired. Just go in, get hired from a plumbing company, or I think it's the same standards for electrical and HVAC, whatever you're interested in, to get in the trades. You just got to go get a job.
Do you have to go to school, or do you have to just get a job?
No, you get paid while you're at school. I mean, it's a paid apprenticeship, essentially, when your first 2 years.
Okay.
They do have schools for it, where you can pay to go to school, but you're not getting paid to go to school.
So you don't have to go to trade school?
No.
Apparently, the board has started integrating with the high schools.
Right. You can get some hours towards your trade or your tradesman license. So you start off as an apprentice. That's a 4,000 hours, 2 years.
Okay.
And then once you get that, you can apply for your tradesman license. You have to go in and take a test and study all that stuff. You have to have so many hours of continuing education. And then once you do that, from your tradesman, it's 4,000 more hours, 2 years, to get your journeyman license.
Okay.
And then I guess they lowered it a little bit.
Yeah, it was 4 years from journeyman to master,
Yes.
but that got changed September 24
Yeah.
to just 2 years.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it's a 6-year process from start to finish now, I guess.
Okay.
Is it 6 or 8? Apprentice to
two. That's 6.
All right.
So apprentice, you just get a job somewhere.
Yep.
Right, straight out of, you don't know anything, right?
Right.
And then you become a journeyman.
Tradesman.
A tradesman. So apprentice to tradesman, then journeyman, and then master.
Sure.
Okay.
Yep.
And if you want to run a business, you have to take a 24-hour class. It's a responsible master plumbing class.
Okay.
Which means you basically carry insurance. That's
Okay.
all it is. They
You can
teach you
run
a
the
little bit
business.
more. They teach you more law. I don't know how many master plumbers they have, but there's only so many responsible masters. Basically, all it's saying is you have to have insurance on file with the state.
So that's only a master plumber could do
Yes.
that.
Only a master
Responsible.
plumber can get the responsible master.
Yeah,
Okay, and you can only start a business then.
correct.
Okay.
Yes.
In the state of Texas.
Anybody can start a business, but you have to pay a master plumber
Yeah.
for their license number.
Oh, so you have to work under them, kind of.
You
or
have to work under
be a
them,
part
yeah.
of that
Right.
their network or whatever,
Right.
right? And then, can you get your own insurance though? If
You have to get insurance. The master plumber has to carry the insurance
Yeah.
okay,
for the company.
so what's the benefit of the master plumber to let you be under them to start your own business?
They got to trust you.
Well, the benefit would be that some people, some companies, let's say the master plumber quits and goes to start his own thing. They don't have somebody ready to take the license, or to not take the license, but to run the company.
I see.
They don't have a master plumber on file with the state. So then you have somebody that's retiring and says, you want to use my number, you can pay me X amount of dollars a month or a year for my
okay.
license. And that's how some people get around.
Okay, so even
But at
if,
least ultimately, whatever happens, the master plumber on file is responsible for anything that goes on underneath.
so even if the master plumber retires, his number's still active,
If you keep it
As
active.
long as he pays for it. Yes.
Yeah, you have to pay to keep your number active.
right? And then you were mentioning earlier there is continuing education after you become
Oh,
a
yeah,
master
we
plumber.
all have to take. Even I have
Every
to
single
take,
year.
Yeah,
Okay,
He does too. I
how
guess.
hard is that? Or-
It's not hard.
It depends.
It's time consuming.
There's two versions. You can go in person or do it at home. Well, yeah,
So-
in person or at home, and then at home you can go virtual classroom or you can take a test.
Correspondence, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I personally like taking the test because I feel I learn a lot more from it. There's just it goes over all the codes,
Yeah.
anything that's been updated, and then I can do it at my pace, so I can, I don't have to sit through watching videos.
They
or,
used to make us go 6 to 7 hours once a year, and we had to go sit in a class.
Okay,
And it was, you can still do it, but everything that went on is people complaining about inspectors and
Yeah.
stuff like that. It was terrible. It was terrible. It was a waste of time.
right. So what's that test like? Is it all online now? Or-
It's not-
there's versions.
There's
So
different versions.
so I just like doing the correspondence. We all do the correspondence.
I do the
And
correspondence now too.
it's they update it so that they show you what changed in the code, what
Yeah.
got updated, and I can just look at it at my own pace. Oh, this changed. Let me look at that real quick.
It would be nice if they went over different stuff, new materials that are coming out that's legal. They made it more interesting for the plumbers. Like show me something, a new type of water heater, or a new type of pipe, or new fittings that are approved through the state now.
Yeah.
Wow. And what's the cost for this?
It's
Is-
like $120, $130 something,
Okay.
plus
Something.
the license fee.
Well, yeah. So
What is the license fee too?
I think I just paid mine recently, and it was 95.
Yeah, wait till you get that RMP. It goes up to 300, 350.
What's an RMP?
The responsible
master.
Okay. All right. So every year you have to pay $300.
Yep.
He has to.
Yeah.
I'm still at 95, thankfully.
Plus,
But
plus the correspondence
Yeah, it costs
course
Yeah.
fee,
400.
plus the test
Yeah,
fee.
400
Yeah.
ish, 450, whatever it is.
All right.
so now that I got the master, it's not going to be 95 anymore. I'm probably going to be.
No, I still think it's like $90
Is
for
it?
the master until you get the RMP.
Okay.
And there's no reason to get your RMP unless you're going to carry insurance.
So let's review. So, fresh kid gets a job. He's an apprentice.
Yep.
How long before he applies for the apprentice card?
Immediately. You can apply for the
Okay.
apprentice card immediately.
Is there a fee for that?
Yes. I think it was like
$20?
15, $20.
Oh, that's
20
it.
bucks.
Okay. They
But
just do
that
it.
was
Both of my
God.
younger ones have apprentice cards already.
Zane or Nate was the last one that got it.
Nolan.
So yeah, I
Okay.
mean that was about a year ago.
Yeah.
So it may be a little bit more, maybe a little bit.
It's
Less?
somewhere around $20.
And
It's
that's
not
just a
expensive.
background check.
No, that's separate. That's just for the card.
Okay.
That's for your licensing, but you have to pay. I don't remember what that place is called, but you have to go get fingerprinted and a background check. So you have to go into one Identigo. There you go.
And that's a separate cost.
That's
too.
a separate cost,
Okay.
like $40 or $30, something like that. I don't remember.
And then that's 2 years of being apprentice, right?
Yep, 2 years as an apprentice.
Or
so you're
4,000
going to have
hours or something
to
like that.
pay for 2 years of continuing education.
You have to take continuing education during this time, too.
You have to take one continuing
I don't
education.
think you have to for apprentice, actually.
You have to have one continuing education to get your tradesman license. So out of those 2 years, 4,000 hours, you have to have one continuing education.
Okay, so you're working 4,000 hours, and then you're taking continuing education all during this time.
Correct.
Yep.
And then you take a test to become a tradesman,
Correct.
Yep.
You got to go down and, it's a written test and a mechanical.
which means you have to do something
You have
physically.
to show them, you have to go down to Austin and show them that
gotta
you know
show-
how to do certain things.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you have to pass all that, pay
Yep,
for that.
yep. Once you're a tradesman,
Yeah.
then you're allowed in a truck by yourself to do basic plumbing.
Okay,
Still under the supervision of a master, plumber.
Right.
and that's another 2 years, 4,000 hours.
Yep.
So that's for your tradesman,
Well,
correct?
for your tradesman.
Right.
And then you have to take continuing education also.
Again, yeah.
Okay,
This time you got to
Every
do
year.
it twice.
Every
Right.
year, yeah.
okay. So in those 2 years, basically 2 continuing education
Uh-huh.
classes.
Mhm.
Okay.
And you get
While
your
you're
journeyman.
working 4,000 hours
Right.
every year. Okay. Is it 4,000 hours every year in those 2 years?
It's
is it?
2,000 hours a year.
Okay.
Yeah,
And then you have to take the test to become a journeyman.
correct.
Yep.
Okay. And then the same thing it repeats as a
Yeah,
journeyman.
correct.
Okay. And then you take a test to become a master.
Yes.
All right. But the only time they do the mechanical is the first time.
I think you have to do it
That's all that I
tradesman
had
and
to.
journeyman, don't you?
I didn't have to do it for the journeyman, but I did have to. He's
They're
jealous.
dumbing it down for these kids.
I didn't have to do a mechanical for my journeyman or my master. I thought I was going to have to. Like I was ready for it, but I got the paper, and it's like you're done. We'll send you the certificate in X amount of days. I don't remember
Yeah.
what, but X amount of days, and you'll get your license soon. And in 3 business days, I'll see it on the website. So Tuesday, I should see my master number on the website. I just got to pay for the license.
There's still under 5,000 master plumbers in Texas.
Oh, okay.
With this many people, there's
Right,
still
there's not
only
enough of you guys,
5,000 of
yeah.
us. Right.
Right.
There is a shortage. I mean, there's not a shortage around here necessarily, but there's a shortage everywhere throughout the state of Texas.
Oh, well, I think the average age of the master plumber is 70, isn't it?
I don't know. I'm
And
not,
so
I'm not
as-
that old yet.
So as more people move in, it's going to get worse, right?
Right.
Okay.
But a lot of people go and do all the classes to do the stuff, but they don't follow through with the licensing.
I see.
Yeah. So
I see.
I think the trades have changed a lot in the last 20 years, where 20 years ago, the only people you were finding that wanted to work were people with addiction problems, felonies, stuff we weren't known as the best group of people to be around. And over the last 20 years, I think it's changed. I think it's I know it's blue collar work, but I think it's turning into more of a blue, like maybe a mixture of blue and white collar, because my guys are all expected to be clean and
Right.
tidy, wear a uniform, truck stay clean. So it's not just some guy showing up in a beat up old pickup truck and stumbling it out,
Right.
Reeking of booze.
Yeah, reeking of booze, or we don't know whether he's sober or where he slept last night type of industry anymore.
Well, I mean, you're hearing more and more that this is maybe the way to go for kids coming out of high school because there's a lot of future there.
There's definitely a good avenue for
Yeah.
kids that are not
Got to work hard.
focusing on college, or they don't think that college is for them. Trades are right there.
Trades are there.
Right.
I don't think AI can drive a truck out to your house and get out and go fix something.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
I mean,
All the trades are right there.
it seem-
Electrical,
yeah.
plumbing, HVAC.
yep. You just got to work for it.
Right. Interesting. So where do you guys see plumbing in general and GPS in the future? Like, is it going to be more technologically advanced?
It
or-
already is. I
okay.
mean, we went from just a standard water heater to the new tankless it's all computerized.
Yep.
So yeah, it's changing a little bit in that
Whole
aspect.
home shut-off valves that electronically detect how
Yeah.
much water is moving inside your
Yeah.
house. That wasn't a thing 5
No.
years ago.
Are those harder to fix?
Yeah,
I don't know
really-
yet.
we haven't gotten that far. They're
Okay.
pretty new still.
Yeah.
So
We'll see here
yeah.
in probably what it's been like 3 years, so
Yeah.
probably 5 more years. Right about the 8-year mark is when a lot of things are kind of
Failing.
they're really iffy.
Yeah.
All right. But I mean, there's the electronic component, but the actual plumbing is still going to be the same, right? I mean,
It's the same concepts,
Yeah.
yes. Just
Okay.
new materials. Everything's coming out to make it easier and hopefully last longer.
right, right. Well, guys, this has been a great conversation, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope we definitely do this again. But any final parting shots? What folks can do to keep their plumbing
He's getting ready to
safe
say
and
something smart. I
not
can
from
see it.
breaking?
Side-eyeing them.
Anything you want to say before we end this part of the podcast?
I just appreciate you guys listening. If you do listen, and hopefully you'll like us and follow us on YouTube channel or Facebook or wherever you see it.
I don't have anything. I can't think of anything at the moment.
All
So
I
see you next
I do
time.
want to congratulate him.
Okay.
It's kind of neat. 3rd generation.
Oh, wow.
Yep. So it's 3rd generation Master Plumber, which is pretty cool. It's kind of neat.
That's awesome to hear that.
Yeah. So
All
we're
right.
proud of him and happy.
Ready to see
he's-
where it goes.
All right. Well, that's a
Yeah.
great ending, and thank you again for doing this.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.